Now to something I've really been looking forward to sharing. My interview with Bryan, the country megastar, is a focus of our new country music special that airs tonight. We talked in depth about his family, the tragedy that almost derailed his career, and what his father told him that set Luke on the road to chasing his dreams. Here's a preview.
Home for me is when you're able to build your dream home and your dream farm, and you're able to share it with Teal, Bo, Tate, and Caroline, and all of their friends. Bo is me.
Tate! Oh my gosh! Dad, I was sitting right there and I was like, no way.
We made eggs. You know what these are called? Delicious. Bo gets things on his brain, and it's almost like you need a stun gun to scramble his computer.
I want to put these somewhere in the house so I can watch them hatch.
Buddy, the second you pick them up and remove them from the mama hen, they're not gonna hatch.
Tate is me. He likes to be in the background, and that's exactly how I am. I don't want to be front and center.
I was set to move to Nashville when I was 19. I had it all in line and had an apartment. Just before I moved to Nashville, my brother was killed in a car accident. So that totally derailed and postponed my Nashville plans. My dad could tell that I was 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door, and he said, this life will always be here. He was really, really adamant about me chasing my dreams, just based on what we had dealt with my brother. We had seen how fragile life was, and you've got to go try things. So getting to Nashville was pretty liberating. I was on Music Row every day writing songs. People at Capitol kept hearing them, and next thing you know, I'm getting a record deal from Capitol Records. It was April 6th, 2007, and I get to play the Grand Ole Opry for the first time. That night, little did I know, would be my sister and I would be our last photo together. And she passed away a month later. And that's been one thing about my family and our loss. Just when we started picking up the pieces with my brother, then my sister, we lose my sister, and I just watched my mother and our whole family just go back to square one. And I know a lot of people out there that have dealt with loss. You have to honor their memory by living, and you have to be a positive light for people.
But you've had your tough days.
Oh,
there
you
haven't
do.
Always been.
I mean, there's so many aspects of. I mean, when I'm out, you know, when I'm playing with my boys, and I'm like, God, why isn't my sister here to be, and why isn't my brother? He would be out here mowing these fields, and he would be filling up the fish feeders, and then me and him would be, you know, sharing a beer as the sun goes down. And I guess it just sucks that you have to imagine that's what we would be doing, but you have to feel good and knowing that that's what we'd be doing.
Do you notice we're talking about your brother and sister, and for the first time the sun came out?
The dadgum sun came out.
You know what? And that's so true. It was a gloomy day and overcast, and as soon as he started talking about his brother and his sister, the sun came out. And his brother-in-law also passed away, and so to have to raise, to want to raise his sister's 3 children, which they're doing. But he was just so incredibly open in discussing that and talking about how you honored them by living. And also, you know, he has some young fans who come up to him and say, hey, I lost a sibling, how do you do? How do you deal with that? And so he shares with them how.
A lot of hard-won wisdom there.
Yeah, and thank goodness for his daddy. Because
I love that. His dad said, go get it. This life is here.
Yeah, because he was working on the farm with his dad, and his dad knew, you know, as a parent, you know what's really in your child's heart, and said, follow your dream, which he has done. And what you see is what you get. What you see on tour is what you see at home. And as his wife said, that's good and bad. No, it's great. It's great. And you can see living every day. And he is Luke Bryan. That's tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern here on ABC. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.